So it's Sunday morning, I just woke up and I was like, oh yeah, it was the Nick Ball-Ronnie Rios fight last night. So I just watched the highlights and wow, Nick, the Wrecking Ball, he's living up to his reputation. That was a brutal beating and a badass finish from Nick Ball. I think this guy's the real deal. You know, he has a lot of potential and I really hope that he can become, the next face of British boxing. I don't see why not. I mean, the only thing that's holding him back is there's always just sort of less of a buzz and excitement around the lighter weights. But I think if you keep fighting like that, eyes are going to be on you, with rumours about Anthony Joshua retiring. Britain needs a new star, right? And I really think Nick Ball could be the next star. He's always in exciting fights. Even the Ray Vargas fight was exciting. His last fight in Saudi was, an all-out war. And that was a proper 50-50 fight. It looked like either guy could win. Both guys were, stumbling out on their feet. Both guys were power punching. Now he's had, a real statement win against Rios. I mean, I spoke about my conflict with referees after the Anthony Joshua Dubois fight because part of me is like, oh my God, do these referees actually want to see these guys die? Like, in round 3, there was nothing at all coming back from Rios. It was just a one-sided beatdown from Nick Ball. And if the referee had stopped it there, I really wouldn't have seen any complaints. But he kept going. The ref just kept the fight going, which I'm kind of glad he did because Rios came back into it a little bit in the 5th round. He had a little bit of success, but then he did get dropped again shortly after. I think just the intensity, the pace Nick Ball fights at, the power punches, all of his punches were really accurate as well. None of them seemed to be missing. He dropped Rios, I think, twice, and then he got that final finish where we dropped him heavy through the ropes. And to be fair, all the knockdowns looked pretty heavy, He didn't, like immediately get up from either of them. There was a little, where he just sort of, he had a bit of a look around and then eventually got back up. And then he fell through the ropes, got back in through the ropes, Rios got up, and then eventually the corner through the towel. And again, I was a bit surprised the referee was even like sort of willing to let it go. Like, just falling through the ropes. He was on the floor at 8. Like, seriously? Why haven't you called that off? Do you actually want to see him die? Like, sort of blows my mind a bit sometimes. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I'm glad the fight didn't get stopped in the 3rd round because we got to see the 10 rounds. But yeah, I mean, credit to Rios. Like, that guy took a beating. That guy was not going down without a fight. In the 3rd round, I was like, what? This fight went 10 rounds? So, look, credit to Rios. That guy had a heart. That guy, took a beating. That guy was going out on his shield. That guy was not losing without a fight. But Nick Ball just, wow. This guy's the real deal, man. Comes forward, puts it on you. Such an exciting style. Fights at such an incredible pace. Accurate, powerful. And there's talks about him fighting Inoue next. Wow. Can you imagine that? I think I'd like to see him fight Stephen Fulton. I think he's the current champion of the division on BoxRec. So if he fights Fulton, beats him, and then surely if Inoue wants to move up, I mean, that would be a crazy fight, right? Nick Ball versus Inoue. Nick Ball, as I said, I think he looks like the real deal. I would really like to see him become the next star of British boxing and see him maybe take over from AJ as the face of British boxing. I don't know how interested the casuals were in this fight. Obviously, I don't think Nick Ball is, going to get the casuals looking at a fight, whereas they might, with the heavyweights. But all in all, a very impressive statement from Nick Ball and a great show of heart from Ronnie Rios, who, deserves a lot of credit, for going 10 rounds, taking a beating, fighting to his last breath. So yeah, credit to both fighters. What an incredible fight. I think this is what boxing needs, right? Boxing needs entertainment as much as the hit and not get hit, Shakur Stevenson style, can be entertaining for the hardcore fans. I think this is what boxing needs if we really want to see it thrive. These wars, aggressive front foot fighters. I don't know, if Nick Ball's going to have the longest career, fighting this way, but, I'm all here for it while it lasts. So yeah, that was just my immediate reaction to Nick Ball versus Ronnie Rios. Leave me your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.